Hello to everybody. We've got another wonderful guest today. This is Andy Young's great prospect hybrid MMA, Joe Beck. Alright, Joe, can you please tell a bit on your career and so on?
Yeah, so I started MMA about 2 years ago or so. Um, just starting off with bandy. We started off in a leisure centre actually, so it was a hard time at the start, but we got there eventually with the new gym there in hybrid. But I started actually in boxing at a local gym, and I met one of my good friends there, training partners, Ross, and he took me in to the club, and I've never stopped really. It's been a great adventure so far, fighting all the best prospects in the country there, and it's very humbling. I've enjoyed every second of it. My first fight was against one of the best grapplers in the country, and then I fought one of the best strikers there 2 fights ago, and then I fought another big prospect down from Dublin. So, yeah, it's been a good career so far. Loads of experiences and a big journey.
Alright, can you tell a bit on your style? Because when I was watching your fight, it seemed to me like you're mixing more towards striking, if I saw well.
Yeah. Well, I do like my striking. As I said, I started off in the boxing there, and I like the creativeness I can bring to the table when I'm striking. Um, the thing is, like, when you're fighting really tough guys, it's hard to get the balance between striking and grappling. And sometimes if you get pushed to your limit, it's hard to decide whether to strike or to wrestle. Um, since that fight, since the Oshin fight, particularly, I started focusing more on my wrestling, and then my last fight there was against a very tough opponent in Jordan Ionita. Sorry, my bad. And a lot of wrestling was used in that fight. So I've changed up my style a bit, but I do like the striking the most. I like my kicks and things.
Is it hard to adjust towards striker or grappler? You know, there are many different styles. Do you have issues with that or...
Yeah, it is very hard, especially when you're facing adversity. If you have one style and that's striking, and then you go up against a striker who's better than you, it will be extremely hard, to try work on that other area if you're very dominant in striking. So I definitely found a bit of a struggle when it came to trying to change my styles during that fight. And I went for a couple of takedowns, but I got stopped very early on, and I had to adjust and try bring back the striking, but it didn't work in my favour. So um, yeah, it is very difficult to try change styles mid fight.
About
It's
your first fight, was this guy a dominant striker, right? Did he have some K1 kickboxing experience or something like that?
yeah.
He did.
So Oshin, he is he was I think a two-time Muay Thai champion in the country. He's now a champion in Muay Thai and kickboxing. So very legit striker. Um, but the I was watching his fight last there, um, and he fought a guy I fought, and his grappling was very good too. So is no doubt a very good mixed martial artist indeed. Especially with the mix of striking and grappling, although his striking is very dominant.
You said about your last fight that the guy was a pure grappler, so I guess it really made a hard issue to you because the striker and the grappler is always, it has to go one way.
Yeah, exactly. It's very tough when you get somebody who's very dominant in one area and they can capitalize on that very well.
Well, I hope Andy Young won't be angry because of next question, but how would you describe him as a coach? I know he's a great person and so on, but as a coach, how is he? Is he strict? Is
Yeah,
he friendly? Is he...
he is a very lovely guy. Like as I said, I just turned 18 there, but I met Andy when I was about 15 or 16, and not only as a coach but as a good friend. He's taught me a lot of life lessons, um, and I've always approached him with problems that I've had in my life, or questions in general. He's a lot older and wiser than I would be. So if I ever have a problem, even with school, with friends, with relationships, I feel like I can go talk to him confidently, and I would get a very reasonable answer back.
So yeah, basically the thing you said basically compares Andy to Ali Abdelaziz, the greatest manager in the world, because he has such a very very close relationship to his fighters and so on.
Yeah,
So this is a very very good feature for Andy because I believe such people are born to succeed. Across to Andy, yeah, when he opened that dojo, we spoke the last time, and he said that he plans to expand it. But with that kind of relation, this is something where Ali Abdelaziz built his imperial in the world of mixed martial arts. When I was interviewing Gilbert Burns, he just said, "Listen, I can call Ali in the middle of the night. If the phone rings, he will get up and come to help me." So this is
yeah,
Andy, right?
yeah, completely correct. Um, at this point, I want to see him succeed, and I want them to have the best and do the best in his career now. Again, from a perspective where I'm seeing it, he's put a lot of work into me to make me a more complete fighter and human being as well. So I would want to see him for him.
So do you have MMA idols? I mean, I just few basic questions and that's it. Do you have some MMA idol, but really idol, the best guy in the world of MMA? Do you have it?
Yeah, like I have a couple now, like obviously my coach Andy and Arno and stuff, but in kind of UFC or big MMA kind of ways, John Jones would definitely be one. Um, Another one would be Uriah Hall. He's very underrated, I think. He kind of got me into the whole MMA thing. Watching him hitting the spinning hook kick in the Ultimate Fighter, that really opened my eyes to how creative mixed martial arts was. Um, Idols in MMA, definitely, the local ones like Andy, Arno, and then Norman Park. And as it goes on, the kind of other fighters outside the country. I would kind of say, the likes of Khabib, Tony Ferguson, Showtime Pettis, uh, Uriah Hall, who had a spinning kick in The Ultimate Fighter. Um, that really opened my eyes to how creative mixed martial arts was, and gave me a kind of looking into it and really wanting to try it out.
So, from the champs now, your favorite champ in the world of UFC, you have one, do you?
Um, Favorite champion as of current is probably Kamaru Usman. I think his style is very unique. His wrestling style is very dominant too.
According to you, who is the most dedicated UFC fighter? The guy who gives everything into UFC, who is 100% dedicated and so on. You mean behavior, everything. Do you have a candidate?
That definitely Khabib. You can see through his work ethic and style. You know, it's years upon years of hard work every single day to make sure he is able to, get those takedowns and toy with people, because that's how easy it is for him through the years of work. So definitely Khabib. I would say he's definitely the most dedicated champion there is as of current.
Have you got a match scheduled?
What does it say?
Uh, do you have a match scheduled? Who is the next in line for you?
Well, as of current, I'm too light actually for flyweight, so I would naturally weigh about 56 kilograms. But the guys I'm fighting are about 65 or 64, and they have to cut down to 56. So I'm giving away a lot of a weight advantage to people. So I'm gonna have to gain a wee bit of weight first. But and in terms of maybe just competition, I'll probably be looking for maybe jiu-jitsu competitions or kickboxing fights, just to keep me active for a while, because I won't be able to get any MMA matches up soon, sadly.
Are you bantamweight or flyweight?
Flyweight. It says bantamweight, but that's because it was same day weigh-in at 60 kilograms. But I weigh under 60 kilos, so I'd be a flyweight.
So from flyweight, oh, do you have a favorite flyweight since this is your division? And
Yeah, yeah. Flyweight's it's a very fast division. You know, everything happens very quickly, so there's not a lot of time for thinking, and everything's kind of having to be done there and then. There's not a lot of wiggle room.
yeah, if you wanted to dominate in flyweight division, you simply have to be Demetrius Johnson, an all-round guy,
Yeah,
everywhere,
yeah,
everywhere.
without doubt. You know, he's so quick. You know, he can do everything. He's got the fancy kicks, the strong takedowns, and the control on the ground, jiu-jitsu. He's just got everything. He's full package.
You know, from bantamweight fighters, I like John Lineker, but to say in flyweight, aside Demetrius Johnson, there are many good guys, but he is the most dominant name, and so I think basically his style is something most perfect ever seen alongside. Okay, Kyoji Horiguchi is not a grappler, but he
Yeah.
has good striking and so on. He can at least keep the fight entertaining. Thanks for this, and I hope you will progress on the ladder. And when do you fight next? Do you maybe know the date? I mean, nothing is scheduled, but maybe March, April, May.
I'm hoping within the next 5 or 6 months. I'll be working hard with my coaches to get my weight up, so I'll be able to compete, sooner than later, hopefully. But I'm hoping within the next 3 or 4 months anyway.
Oh, that would be great. I hope you're going to pull out the win in your next fight. And would you kindly greet Andy? And I'm sure he will coach you well. And I mean,
Thanks,
he's a
man.
good fighter, even better coach. The way I see, really, really good man who really likes to help. And I mean, if there was
Yeah.
no him, and Natas Frederick could never be skyrocketed in the world of MMA. So I'm pretty much grateful to him for everything he did.
I've never met a man like him. You know, he's a man of all trades and a very reliable person for me. So yeah.
Thanks for this. Have a great time and hope you'll hear when you learn some title or when you progress.
Thank you very much, and I will hopefully see you again soon, and hopefully can be on the great show again.
Oh, no problem. Have a great day. Thank you.